Hi Libra, Libra rising. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrologer. Welcome to your June, July 2015 forecast. We are going to start out a sparkling month of June, and you're an air sign and just love other air sign energy. It just helps really bring out, that social quality that you have. So I want to say thank you to all of you. I'm very grateful for you allowing me to share my passion with you and spend time with you here on my YouTube channel. My passion of helping you to gain greater love, self-esteem, and compassion through this deeper self-knowledge of astrology. It's a wonderful science for that. You can also find me on Instagram for daily tidbits of astrology in the flow, messages, inspirational images and sayings, and also healthy tips. So thank you again. This new moon in Gemini, first of all, what is Gemini and where are you going to be getting excited? First of all, Gemini is all about setting your communication goals for the entire year. This is where you look at your attitude. Is it positive? Is it negative? Are you sparkling? Are you responsible for your joy and your happiness? Because that's where it lies. That's the epitome. Happy doesn't, this is Dale Carnegie, which I love. Happiness doesn't depend upon who you are or what you have. It depends solely upon what you think. So listen, there's plenty of people that don't have much and that are super happy. They're taking complete responsibility for lying in gratitude. There's abundance in gratitude and their own joy and their own happiness. Your thoughts are things. Your thoughts are things. This is a manifesting principle. Mercury is the closest to the sun. Venus is the closest to the earth. They are the planets that are responsible for bringing things in your life. If you're not happy with what you have, then you need to. We just got done looking at Taurus. Taurus is all about our self-esteem, money issues. Getting that cleared up and addressing things of self-worth and value. If you have self-worth, if your value is intact, you're going to go out, you're going to ask for what you want. Taurus wants to get paid for what they're worth. They want to exchange for what they're giving. And that's the whole thing. And if we have self-worth, we also attract better relationships, and that's the Libra aspect of Venus. Your ruler, Venus, is also the ruler of Taurus. So that's how they're connected through relationships. If your self-esteem is suffering, your relationships are going to suffer. So this month is all about looking at your attitude, your thoughts, what you're thinking, how you're thinking. So what's making that even clearer now is that we've got Saturn. You got Saturn retrograde in your third house. You're being told that you need to redefine your thought process, redefine how you're speaking to other people, what you're thinking about, and drive that up to the highest level. And of course, Saturn and Sagittarius wants us to bring forward truth, and it wants us to bring forward being the authority of our own knowledge, but to gain and be open to new things, new way of learning, new way of thinking, and expand there. So the new moon is in your travel house. It's in your ninth house, long distance travel. You're going somewhere. You might be setting some travel plans to go visit somebody that you have to take a plane. That's the difference between the ninth house and the third house. The third house, you can take a car there. Ninth house, you have to fly there. That's long distance. It's also bigger philosophies of life, being open to new philosophies. So, when you travel, you meet people from different areas, and you have an openness for humanity, an openness for difference. That's Sagittarius. This is the Sagittarius house, the ninth house. It's also learning. It's getting new skills that you need to apply in your career. So that could be happening as well. We need to be curious. That's the key to this. If you see this whole configuration I've drawn out here in the planning for your video, you see this square. This is a mutable square. Mutable signs are flexible. They're not always reliable though. So you have to work on following your word. Gemini is lovely in the fact that it can filter around to make lots of connections, and those connections can be useful when you need something. And or if somebody else needs someone, call a Gemini, because they generally know somebody who knows somebody, and they've got, you know, the list going on for you. A mutable T-square with this new moon at the fulcrum, bringing it out, is telling us that our curiosity and our potential to be positive about future possibilities and possibilities from connections that we're making is going to be the key. So that's set. This mutable T-square, what is it? It's like all of us have this going on. We're thinking and dreaming about something that we really want. It's time to bring it into reality. That's the Saturn portion. Bring it into reality, but do it in such a way where it's connected to the truth. We're our own authorities on truth and knowledge, and being open to learning something new that we didn't know before. This whole thing about health, and I'm learning a lot about health and how to be healthy in new ways, and what we thought was healthy might not be so healthy, and that we're all bio-individual. So being open to new things, new sources of protein, new ways to not have to be reliant on drugs if you were in the past, that you can heal your body. So that's new knowledge. And then Jupiter is in Virgos. Virgos, the tools of work. It's all the tools that we have to do the work and giving of service. So it's saying, you know, putting the emphasis behind your dreams, creating something reality out of all of that, but then loving what you do and being healthy. Because if you don't have your health, you seriously don't have anything. You're not going to be able to accomplish anything. You cannot fake your cells. You can't see what's going on at the cellular level, but you can't fake it, because it's going to come out sooner or later. The bad thing is when it comes out later, it's usually some form of disease that takes a little while to then get back under control. So you want to make sure that you're considering this. The reason I'm saying that as well is because you've got the eclipses in the 12th and 6th houses. So it's bringing out health issues. You may have health issues that with Neptune there that you can't really get to the bottom of. They're strange, or you know, you definitely want to clean toxins out of your lymph system when you've got Neptune sitting over there. So Jupiter in the 12th house in your health, it says, you know, this is the perfect time for you to get involved in yoga, in new things, meditation, more restful self-care type of things. You really need to watch yourself, because you've got Jupiter coming into your first house in September. In fact, it's going to be happening September the 30th, September the 9th. Then there's a new moon, September 30th, in your first house. You're preparing now. This is big preparation time. So the summer months, you're going to be shining, having a really great time, because the next new moon on the 4th of July is up at the top of your chart. You're having a fabulous time. And if you're younger, it's fabulous time with friends and family. But if you're in business, or you have a career, if you have your own business, you're going to be shining in that, because the sun is going to go into your career zone by June the 20th, around the full moon. And July 4th, we've got the new moon in that area as well. Venus is going into your career zone by June the 17th. So this is at a high time for you, but you're still in preparation, and you have to be mindful of taking time out for yourself, for your health. Where is Mars right now? Mars is retrograding back into your second house, and it's telling you to be mindful of your spending. When Mars is there, you can spend a lot. When it goes backward, it says, okay, you've got to look at where you're spending and how you're making your money. So if you need to get a job, or you need to put more emphasis into new ways to make money, it's going to help you. It's going to go direct on June 29th, and then it's going to be there through August the 2nd. So you have some times to make some corrections in this area to be more fulfilled in this area. And then we still have Mercury up in your 8th house. So it says, you know, you got to get a handle on your joint financial concerns, your credit cards, your debt, getting a budget together. And as this relates to really being able to go forward in good ways, because you've got Pluto at the bottom of your chart saying you're totally restructuring your whole foundation of who you are. And to do that, you have to be really healthy. And you've got that coming up though, because you've got Jupiter going into your sign in September. So you have a lot to look forward to. All right, so this new moon, stay fun, stay active. You've got Venus there as well. Like we said, your ruler Venus is below the horizon. So the last thing you need to be doing to feel better about yourself is outer trappings, not buying more things. It's about really, like if you're in college right now, you're not sure what you want to do, you need to look at, what am I really good at? Go through that list. What am I good at? What could I do better at? Maybe I need to change my career, my curriculum focus. If you're, if you're out, then it's all about just getting set in your own strength and magnetism, about what you're good at and what you have, a real passion for. We're bringing that out now. Your ruler Venus is sitting with the new moon on the 4th, like I said, and it's going to be very visible at the top of your chart. You're going to be meeting people when you're traveling. You'll be meeting people out there, so don't worry, you're going to be shining. So you have many opportunities, romantic opportunities. It's going to come above the horizon on July 24th, and then you're kind of more solid about going forward. June the 6th, after this new moon, is a date when all of us are being able to really give heart to who we really are. The sun is the source, and Venus is combining with that. And it says, I get it, And now it says, what are you going to do with that? So make some plan to go forward. And right now, we're really securing those plans about moving forward with Mercury and trine to Pluto in the sky right now. It's the 3rd time. So if we've got contracts or plans that we've been working on, we're pushing forward with those in very strong ways. That's positive. So here's some good Venus days for you. On June the 3rd, this is kind of like bringing realism and something that's lasting to your dreams, your dream board, whatever you put together as a dream board on March the 20th. That was the vernal equinox, and Venus, your ruler, was sitting with Neptune. Now it's at 1st quarter, and also Venus is opposing Saturn. So that's being realistic with money and with love, but it's also about a foundation and something solid and secure that you can count on. Because the sun is opposing Saturn around that time too. So this is a big kind of realization time of what we've been working on. On June 6th, you have that aha moment with Venus. On the 12th, there could be new sparks around romance, because Venus is going to be in this fun aspect, opportunity aspect to Uranus, and Uranus is over in your 7th house, causing a lot of changes in relationships for you, like interesting kind of, Uranus as a person is very independent. So you could be attracting people that are, social, independent, Aquarian types, and they're changeable. Things might change quickly, so don't get insecure about that. The best way to deal with insecurity is to deal with, what am I good at? What am I doing? Work on what you're good at, because then the right person's just going to flock to you. You're just going to attract them. And that's what you want to do. Libra likes to be liked by everyone, but you have to learn your own sense of self-assertiveness in those times. So then we go on to the 17th, and I said you've got Venus going into your career sector there in Cancer. So then, because that's your ruler, you're going to take on more, there's more family issues coming up, family emotions. On the 27th, Venus, the last week of the month is interesting. We've got Venus trining, Neptune. And that could bring out stuff, meeting people around your career zone, or just whatever you're doing out there. So that's really kind of dreamy feeling. And July 30th, we've got Venus opposite Pluto. This is a passion point when they come together. When they oppose, it's like you're seeing all this stuff you worked on that you're very passionate about. And also what it can be a time of, it can be a time of little jealousies or little control issues with money, because Venus rules money and love. So just be wary of that. Don't be petty in that. Be, if you're secure in your value, then you can stay out of the lower realms. July 1st, you've got Venus and Jupiter setting off this whole July 4th weekend. It's going to be fun and lovely. And excuse me, just going back to the full moon. Okay, before we leave, the full moon this month, June the 20th, coming up, is the second full moon in Sagittarius, and that's more rare than a blue moon. And what that is coming, it's in your third house. So you're whatever's going on around with siblings, fun around with siblings, or speaking, little travel that you're having, short distance travel. The same day the sun goes into your career zone. So make sure you're out there making connections, and you really have a great summer. Start this off. You're going to have fun traveling. So enjoy the start of the summer. Enjoy Memorial Day weekend. Libra, reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com, for a review of your personal natal chart so we can see how things are more accurately affecting you.